going on, everybody? Welcome back. This is MP with MP Talk Sports, and the New England Patriots beat the New Orleans Saints in Week 6 with the final score being 25-19 New England. We are now the number one in the AFC East with a 4-2 record. So I didn't get a chance to do a preview video this week, but I knew that there was no reason why we should lose this game. We proved how good we can be versus the Bills, and offensively against versus the Saints, we rank better in everything except for rushing. But again, we can stop the run. We have not allowed a running back over 50 yards in a game. So, what we needed to do to win this game was stop the run, which we have been, force them to throw, and not turn the ball over. We did not turn the ball over, and we held them to 73 yards rushing, with Alvin Kamara being their leading rusher at just 31 yards. So we did great with stopping that, and obviously not turning the ball over. Our drive sequence in this game was a touchdown to Pop Douglas, a touchdown to Kayshon Boutte. However, on that drive, that was when Pop Douglas he made an amazing catch in the end zone for a touchdown. But then they called a pass interference on Diggs, which made the touchdown no good. But Kayshon Boutte was able to get the touchdown on that drive anyway. So then we had a turnover on downs. It was a 4th and 7, and it was a bad snap, which May was able to uh, jump on and recover. Then it was a touchdown to Kayshon Boutte, and then we had a 2-point conversion, and then a field goal, a 24-yard field goal, and then we punted 3 times. So all we did was punt in the fourth quarter. That's all we did. Drake May went 18 for 26, 261 yards and 3 touchdowns. He was the leading rusher for us with 28 yards. Henderson had 27 yards and Stevenson had 18 yards. Boutte was amazing. He had some amazing catches for us. He had 5 receptions for 93 yards and 2 touchdowns. Douglas had 3 receptions for 71 yards and 2 touchdowns. Hollins had 28 yards, Diggs had 28 yards, and Henry had 27 yards. So as for penalties in this game, we had 11 penalties for 65 yards, and Diggs had 2 big ones. He had 2 big ones. It was that pass interference that made Pop's touchdown no good, and then he also made an amazing catch in the fourth quarter that was no good because they again called pass interference on Diggs. So he didn't have a great game for us. Not as big as the last 2 weeks. He only had 3 receptions for 28 yards. And we're still waiting. I'm still waiting for that touchdown. I'm still waiting for Diggs to get that touchdown. I'm rooting for him. I want him to get a touchdown, and he hasn't gotten one yet. But again, this game could have ended badly for us because towards the end of the third quarter and the whole entire fourth quarter, we didn't put up any points. Again, all we did was punt in the fourth quarter. So thank God we held them to a field goal, and we also recovered a fumble by the Saints. But had they held on and gone down and scored, this could have been a completely different game. At the time of the fumble, the score was 25-19. So again, if they had gone down and scored on that, we would have had to then put up points, which we did not. We didn't put up any points in the fourth quarter. We had an amazing first half. But we got to keep it going in the second half. And that's the thing that, Vrabel talks about, this team talks about, you got to keep it going. You have to have big second halves. Or else this against a different team, this could have been a completely different story. And that's what's scary. That is what's scary. Again, we got that fumble. We got that fumble recovered. But we don't do that and they score. Completely different outcome of this game. And we're better than that. We've proved that we're better than that. Week 7, Vrabel is making his comeback to Tennessee. So We will talk about this game, but I do predict that Vrabel's going to come in hot. He's going to come in hot and he's going to be ready to go. But we got to have a big second half. We got to keep having big second halves, not just the first half. It's great to have a great first half, but we got to keep it going. Tennessee has been struggling anyway, and going into this game, Vrabel is gonna want to do big things. So we'll talk about that later on this week. But if you like my videos, please like and subscribe. I'm MP, and this is MP Talk Sports.